Good evening. I do not know what happened there. We went live early. What can I say? Oh, goodness gracious. Do you know something? This shirt makes me look like I'm wearing my granny's apron. I do not know what's going on. So we'll just have a wee seat and we'll wait on people actually realizing that it is live. If you could let me know if you could hear me, that would be rather good. And I'll get that door shut now that the dog's settled. So yeah, if anyone's actually watching early, if you can let me know if you can hear me, that would be really good. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's me just telling Patrick that I went live early. Lana, sweetheart, can you hear me? Please tell me if you can hear me. Oh, Mary, thank you so much. Joe, hello. Claire, good evening. Bridget, hello. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I tried to watch a video just before I came on here, and I didn't have I couldn't hear anything, and I was like, "What's going on?" And it's because I had the microphone plugged in, because that's also the headphones thingy bob. So yeah. Charlotte Alice, good evening. Lisa, I am good, thank you. Glad to hear you can hear me. Nadine from Canada, good evening. Sue, hello there. Kim, good evening. Yeah, I went a bit early. I did, I'm still not good at this, I have to say. Oh, Patrick, yeah, you might have heard me typing there, going, Patrick, I went live early. The joys, the joys. What is that in my specs? Oh, it's a bit condensationy. There we go. See, now go squinty. Yvette, good evening. So yeah, we did a bit of a, oh my goodness, we arrived early. However, you know, if that was what was meant to be, that's what was meant to be. So yeah, I'm just going to mutter inanities for 3 minutes. I shall tell you that we had mince for tea from the shopping today, and we'd mince and dough balls. Haven't had that for years, years and years and years. We haven't had mince and dough balls, and the two of us sat down and they took our first mouthful and looked at each other, going, "Oh, this is good." Sean, good evening. Yay, caught a Karen live. A real live Karen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I cannot believe we did that. You'd think I would have known by now, eh? How not to do that. Willow, good evening. Nice to see you. Yeah, after all this time, you'd think I would actually know how to start the live on time, but no, it did not. It said go live, and I thought it still let me pause everything and check everything, but no, it didn't. It just went live. So, yeah, here we are. As I say, this shirt, I'm never doing this again. This is a short sleeved summer shirt, but I didn't realize how much like I look like I'm something out the steamy when I wear a long sleeve top under it. So I'm never doing that again because I just look like something out the steamy. Late with dinner tonight. Still cooking. Mum has snacks. Good. I'm glad Mum has snacks. Chicken is good. So yeah. Um the steamy. It's an old, well, it's a play. It's a play based in Scotland. Um and it's about the steamy, which was the old precursor to the laundrettes. And it was where you had there was a big boiler in the building, so you had hot water because not all the houses had hot water. They had to boil pots of water. So it's Steamie, steamy. So yeah, look that up. It's fabulous. It really is. I just love it. Love it. In fact, I'm going to have to watch that tonight now. Now that you've made me mention it, I'm going to have to go and watch the Steamy again because it's fabulous. Evening, Glynis. Love the Steamy. See, you know how fabulous it is. Put all the summer clothes in vac bags. Yep, that's what I should do. Because I thought I would do this, but as I say, it just makes me look dreadful, so it's not happening again. Darren, hello. Oh, sandwich, roast chicken sandwich. We like that. I do chicken and sweet corn mayonnaise sandwiches as well. So you have the butter sandwich with the chicken and a bit of salt, and then the next time you have the chicken and sweet corn with mayonnaise. That's what I do. First fire of the season lit tonight. Yep, Charlotte, we had the fire lit today. I've literally just let it go out because the house is now heated up, and it's quite a small house. So we were getting a bit warm, so it's now just cooling down. Moira, good evening. Welcome to live. Now, one of the things I did want to say is Hurricane Helene. Now, I know I was on holiday last week, but we did have the headlines on in the morning. And it was just like, yes, there's a hurricane. Nobody told us it was almost as bad as Katrina. So apologies for not having mentioned that up until now. There's just so many people stuck in that. So this month, when the YouTube payment comes through, we will be putting it somewhere that Patera or Pinball have said is a good place to put it, because we're not putting it to the big GoFundMe's and stuff. Because Pinball's already said, they take so many percentages. So we'll be putting it somewhere direct that people who are in the know tell us. So that's what we're going to be doing when we get paid at the tail end of the month this month, because people will still be needing money. Breakfast for dinner, bacon and eggs on toast. We like that. Homemade pizza and crumble. Oh, crumble. I haven't had that in ages. I may have to do something about that. Nelly, yeah. I mean, there just didn't seem to be so much of it. So much stuff is so much worse now than it was then. Yeah, true. Well, breakfast for dinner, yeah. It is a good thing. I have to say, breakfast for dinner is quite good. We've done that on a number of occasions. And we'll probably be doing that tomorrow because sausages. So, yeah. So, first thing I wanted to do was get that out there that I didn't know. I'm horrified that I didn't know. Patrick, all day breakfast works for me. Patrick loves breakfasts. So, yeah. Morrison's tinned apple slices. Patrick, Morrison's is close to you. Can you get me some tinned apple slices, please? Thank you. I finally had my run of sardines that was in the cupboard the other day. Actually, very tasty. Nice. Release the sausages. Yep. Need to release the sausages. Lana, please do not tell me that's what's happening. Approved suppliers, the ones that started up company. That's approved suppliers. Yeah. I can't, because that'll just end up, that's all we'll speak about all through the live. But yes, kickback and approved suppliers. You don't need approved suppliers. You need people who know the terrain, who know what they're doing, etc., etc., etc. So no. Heinz carbonara from a tin? Heinz does carbonara in a tin? Okay. Willow, I will take your advice on that one with it. It was kind of weird, so I've got no intention of looking for that. Thank you very much. Just no. Yeah, I bet you said that. It's a nice. I'm going to have to go and get one now in Iceland because you said it, and it's going to be weird, and I'm not going to like it. But I'll soon tell you if I don't. So yes, back to work tomorrow. So that'll be fun. I've had a whole week of like ignoring work completely, which has been lovely. So yeah. Oh, Sean, easily get haggis to add to the fried breakfast dinner. Yeah, and I bet you it tastes completely different from wherever you got it when you weren't in Scotland, Sean. Halfway between carbonara and macaroni cheese. Okay, that's sort of livable. Oh, thank you, Slinky. That's very kind of you. Canned spaghetti sauce is nasty. Yeah, it's weird. Some of the canned stuff works really well. Others of the canned stuff doesn't work terribly well. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, do you know I'm going to have to buy it if we see it because it's me. I've got to try these things. Yeah, Joe, we have a whole thing about mac and cheese in this family. I have always done it with the roux sauce, homemade, proper. Um, and Kat can also do. I mean, Kat makes a fabulous mac and cheese. She really does. We will get the craft box for emergencies sometimes. Normally sits at the back of the cupboard, but yeah, we don't do canned mac and cheese. Oh yeah, sausages definitely taste better from the local butcher, Sean. Absolutely. Evening, Caroline. How you doing? So yeah, and I think it just depends on what you're used to. We didn't do. My mum didn't particularly make mac and cheese, and then I learned how to make a cheese sauce from a Mrs. Mitchell in cookery class at school, who actually ended up being Kathleen's cookery teacher as well, and was quite pleased when Kathleen said, "Do you know you taught my mum to make mac and cheese?" And all my friends agree my mum's mac and cheese is the best. So yeah, that's when we went to we're having proper mac and cheese. Swartz does a lovely carbonara powder mix. Do you make it with powdered milk? Okay. I have seen the carbonara milk, the carbonara powder mix. I might try that. Nelly, when your son was small, he would only eat spaghetti from Tesco. Yeah, you see, it depends. Tastes, sometimes it's one thing, other times it's the other thing. With tomato, it would, okay, yeah. Please tell me his tastes have improved since then, Nelly. Willow, Iran has cancelled all its flights until morning. BBC News channel showing sports like there's nothing bigger going on. Oh, don't even start me, Willow, honestly. Evening, Susan. Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, looking at the media, I'm scunnered, really. Some of the headlines, you're just like, do you know what was the point? There's bigger things going on in the world, and you're twittering on about Strictly. I mean, don't. I'm so. Fresh basil and mozzarella. We like that, Nelly. See, vast improvement, definitely. Yeah, it's as I say, much better taste now. Um, what about Big Brother on later? Oh please, don't watch menus. Yeah, Slinky, I'm getting like that now, and I mean it really hit with the Helene sort of coverage. Um, but it'll be interesting if anyone's has access to BBC Scotland. Joe, I have no words. BBC Scotland has a programme called Debate Night, or the BBC has a programme called Debate Night. I don't know. But on Wednesday night, I'm going to be in the audience. So, yeah, I have to put in my questions if I have any. So, from like tomorrow, I will be reading the media. I will be seeing what's up in the headlines, and I will be putting in my questions. So, you might see me on the telly. Who knows? West Coast Wilma, good evening and welcome. We're just talking about how I might go onto the telly. Um, yeah, it's Slinky. Whether they actually let me speak or not is a different matter because they did ask me a couple of questions when I was on the telephone with them. So whether they actually allow me to do anything or not, we'll see. I don't know who is going to be on the panel until I think Tuesday, and I've got to have the questions in by Wednesday noon, and then they will choose what questions they're putting to them. So yeah, we shall see. It'll be an interesting experience, if nothing else. Um, yeah, we'll see. So the video will be late on Wednesday because I've got to be through there by the back of 6, and the program. I think we're finished by about 9. I don't know when the program goes out. I'll need to go and look at a few previous episodes as well because I did stop watching it for a while because I was just yelling at the telly. Just what you do. So yeah, that's the thing so far. Well, that's my excitement so far. Is I'm going to be on telly on. Well, I'm going to be in the audience of debate night on Wednesday night on the BBC. So we'll see how that goes. Now, what else did I want to tell you? New project. You may have noticed, innocent little blinky blinky blink, that I have been. Patrick, no, now I cannot yell at them in the studio. I'll get escorted out, and that's not the sort of publicity I want, thank you. Oh, goodness, can you imagine getting escorted out of the BBC debate programme? That would just be mortifying. But fun. Yeah, I have to say, I did the thing with the question time and stuff. Yeah, I used to yell at them as well. Yep, Helen, new project. You may have noticed that I have been sharing a couple of posts by another Facebook and YouTube channel called Social Welcome, which is me, obviously, if you've heard the videos and seen the videos. And it's all you lot's fault. I decided, oh, evening, Denise. Welcome back. Haven't read the comments for the last few years and had conversations with people on here or out there, wherever. There's a whole lot of us that are not particularly sociable, shall we say. We're quite happy, like I'm quite happy talking on YouTube. I'm quite happy speaking to people when I'm in an environment that I know, because I'm quite a control freak. Yeah. I like to know exactly what's happening, who's going to be there, what's happening, blah, blah, blah. And we were discussing it before. Slinky, a hermit. See, I happily can be a hermit. When I joined the ladies' motorbike club, they had a social evening once a month. And for the first few months I went and it was great. And then it got that, I'd finish work at 5 o'clock, I'd come home and I'd be like, yep, tonight, I need to go out tonight. And by the time I got in and made myself a cup of tea and sat down, I was like, I am in no way, shape, or form getting myself ready to go out this door. I'm just going to stay. And gradually, it sort of petered out, the club nights out. Then, of course, COVID hit, so we all became hermits. But I noticed that there's a lot of us we're quite chatty Cathys when we're on here. And we like that. And then there was more conversations had, just sort of throwaway comments of, how we're not going out. And Patrick, if you've been here for a while, he moved up from London to here. And trying to find somewhere was quite difficult. And I never actually thought about it before. But imagine being having been inside for COVID, or having moved house. Imagine moving house just before COVID, and then you've been there for 2 years and you don't know anyone. Crossing a threshold is terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And I thought, well, no, we actually have a really good community here, which is fabulous. And as I say, we chatter, we get on, we have discussions, we can yell about politics. I curse about when my recipes go wrong. I do all that. But there's so many of us who will happily chatter away on here. But asking us to go outside and go somewhere where we don't know the people that are in the room, we don't know the people that are there, it's quite difficult. So, yeah, thank you. Hermits Unite. Well said, Cluster Bungle. I think lockdown triggered some agoraphobia in a lot of people. Kelly, I absolutely know what you're talking about. I used to know all my neighbours because I'm in a small town, so we knew everyone. We all went to school, etc. As the town's got bigger, we've all moved to different bits, and we don't know our neighbours as much. And Lana, yeah, on the floor playing with the dog at parties. Totally get that. So, I had this cunning plan. So, my cunning plan is this social welcome, and it's a YouTube channel which only has 2 videos on it just now. One is the beach scene with me saying what we're starting, and the other one is me sitting in my bed on a Saturday night at 6:30 going, yeah, I'm in my jammies, I'm in for the night on a Saturday. Go me. And genuinely, I am quite happy with that. So there's so many other people who are happy with that. And you get told, oh, you need to get out of the house, you need to get out of the house. No, I don't. Thank you very much. If I need to get out of the house, I am more than capable. If I am required to go and attend somewhere, required to go attend somewhere like the BBC debate programme and stuff and things. But I thought, what if we bring together the social networks and the lives? So the cunning plan, the new project, is we're going to do videos and posts on social welcome. And we are also going to meet up on a Wednesday afternoon in Perth, Scotland, just in case. So Perth, Scotland, on a Wednesday afternoon. And what we'll do is we'll take some video from there. Now, we won't just be videoing whoever walks in the door. That's not acceptable, as you know. But what we will be doing is we'll be, you'll have me speaking. If you have anybody else there I know who's happy to be videoed, they'll be there. And eventually, possibly, we can do lives from there where you can join in. Anyone who's on the page or whatever can join in. But until that time, we're basically going to be chatting away, talking about it, because Prime of Midlife is primarily like preparedness, keeping the house going, paperwork, being sensible. The social welcome page is going to be more silly in a certain way, like 6:30 on a Saturday night and I'm in my jammies, and I'm quite happy with that. There's a lot of people like that. So, but it will also have, because it's going to be at this place called All Strong. It's an All Strong gym, it's called, but it's not a gym that you and I would think of. It's a well-being gym. So we're going to have it there. And there's people that can help with different things. And if we can signpost people to different places to help with stuff, then great. So yeah, that's the cunning plan. I know I'm not saying it very good, but basically so we can socialize without having to be get yourself out of the house and you have to go meet people. No, I don't want to go meet people. Thank you very much. Avril, yes. More than able to socialize if I want to, but happy with my own company. And Wilma, I totally agree with you. If you spend all day working with people or speaking to people, the last thing you want to be doing is having to do that more at the end of the evening. Good evening, Glory. Nice to meet you from down in Devon. And yes, Caroline, glad to hear that Roxy is doing better. That was up there somewhere on my things. Well, Joe, you see, I also have the cunning plan that if social welcome takes off and we can get a community online, then what I am hoping to do, I haven't even told Patrick this yet, this is one of my today ideas, Patrick, sorry, is we'll take it on a roadshow. So then it would be like when I'm down in Ayr, I would do the Wednesday afternoon in Ayr that week. People would still carry on with the one up in Perth, so it didn't stop. But we would do like a one-off event down in Ayr because that's where I would be. And we can travel and do things. So, yeah, as I say, it doesn't make a lot of sense the way I'm trying to tell it, but it does make sense to me, if you know what I mean. Oh, Joe, sorry, he's just down London way. I can jump on a train to London. I used to do that every 4 to 6 weeks. No bother to me. Glory, that's the whole point of this social welcome that I've started up. You don't need to be a social person. If you're happier being online, I would love to have you online. And you can comment or not comment as much as you want. And I think that for a lot of people is the best thing. Is that if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. And you can come if you want or not if you don't. And that's a really big thing about it. Is it's the whole point I started it. Is there's so many of us on Prime of Midlife who are like, who have very complimentary said, really like your videos, you're a normal sort of person, you're down to earth. Trust me, I swear a lot more than I normally do in the videos. But a lot of people said, people said they go to sleep because of my accent. It calms them down. It's a nice, relaxing voice because that's what their mum said, etc., etc. So, yeah, why can't we do that? We'll put it out there and see how we get on. So, if you think that this is anywhere nearly a good idea, please do go onto the Social Welcome Facebook page. You'll see my Fizzog as one of the things. And give the Facebook a like. That'll give you a link to the YouTube channel because the YouTube channel's really difficult to find just now. So that's quite a big thing. So if you click on the Facebook page, go onto the YouTube channel and do the liking and subscribing and stuff, that would be fabulous. And hopefully we can build it up so that it becomes a normal thing, that we just tune in, chatter away, have a laugh, help each other out if anyone's got any information that they need, etc., etc. Thank you, Slinky, for that. That is very kind of you. Are we ready for ex-Hurricane Kirk this week? No, Claire, we're not ready for any of it. I don't think anyone is. Caroline, I think that's a very big thing with shelter housing. So that, that people do meet up because it's a very sort of close-knit community. Patrick, can you put the link for Social Welcome's YouTube? Catherine, hello, sweetie. Calming gets you fired up too, feels like them. Thank you. Bless. See, sheltered housing. I like sheltered housing. I think it's a really good thing. Catherine, I love the fact you're here, but I need you to, when this live is finished, you need to go back to just before you came on, because I've just told everybody about my fabulous new idea, my new project, which is called Social Welcome. And Patrick is going to put a link when he finds it, or I might. Oh no, I can't come off of YouTube. Then I'll all go squinty. Oh dear. Yeah, if you go onto the Facebook page, if somebody could go onto the Facebook page and put themselves onto the YouTube channel and then put the link here, that would be fabulous. Thank you, Wilma. I think that's nice. But yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking, is that, you know, what we can do is carry on with that and start. Oh, there he is. That link there. That link there is to Social Welcome. One of the videos. I don't know what one. Yeah, I see no more jabs for me. Do you know, it's funny, we had that discussion at work about the jabs. And pretty much all the guys at work got their jabs because of me. Because I had two parents in care at the time. So they all got their jabs. So yeah, sometimes against your best judgment, you just have to go and do something because it just has to be done. Thank you for subscribing. That is very kind of you. So yeah, we also have the place where the meetings are going to be on the Wednesdays, which is where we will be videoing from, and then hopefully eventually coming live from. As I say, it's a well-being gym. It's got a great gym place. It's not something you can get membership of, but it also has the creative room, which has a book nook. I mean, it's got a book nook. There is couches, there is a big chair, and there is a bookcase. I mean, what's not to like about that? And then also, again, one of my ideas that just came to me, they have like a big old dining room table, and it has like the colouring, you know, the adult colouring, just to sort of let you go zen. And then it also has notepads. Now, obviously, as I said, I thought we thought of this like last holiday, vaguely. And this holiday, it started and I was ding, 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 ding. So poor Patrick, John, and Anne just got their head blown up. And then we were on the caravan site, and I was like, no, I need to go up to the shop. I need to go and get a notepad and a pen. So I got taken up to the shop, and it's like, yep, no. And I just went in and got one of the poor staff members and went, please tell me you have notepads and pens. And he's like, yes, here. It's like, thank you. So 2 notepads and a pen later, I started making my notes, and this all literally came together this week. And I thought, well, that is the sort of thing that's why they've got those notepads on that table, is for people who are like, I need to come in and things and sit. But then there's also the thought of, do you know, sometimes you just need to get your thoughts out of your head. I used to do that when I was younger, until my mother read my book and had a go at me for it. And I never put anything on paper again for like 20 years. Now I have notepads everywhere. Cat knows better. But, you know, if somebody's in the Perth area and coming in, it's like, yeah, you want to have a pen and a notepad. Go scribble your little heart out. They also have an art room. They have a music room. And it's like, this is going to be fabulous. And what my big, big thing eventually is that I want to have a big TV on the wall. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. They might not want a TV on the wall. But it would be that then we could be doing a live from there, and we could have the live chat coming down the side so that we could see it as we're walking around filming it. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So yeah, busy brained Karen. I am exceptionally busy brained sometimes. Well, it drives me nuts, but it's what it is. It's what my brain does. You know, if your other channel's social life, what's your on? Oh, Catherine, you and me both, kid. Absolutely. I mean, funnily enough, Mary, who lives close by, I was speaking to her yesterday, and she's like, "Do you know, it must take you so much time to do these videos every day." No, I have my tea, I have a rest, I go stick a brush through my hair, and I go and stand in front of my kitchen cabinets, and I tell you what's been happening or what's in my head. But yeah, for the online community, for being able to chat back and forward with people, and you're like, yep, you've got no idea that I really need to go and have a shower, or mirrors on the bedroom wall. Oh, no, 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 no. No, we don't do mirrors. Don't be silly. I don't actually have a mirror in my bedroom. I haven't had a mirror in my bedroom for years. We don't do mirrors. Psst. I've got a little mirror, probably about that size, that's in the kitchen cupboard with my hairbrush, and I throw a brush through my hair, stick the headband on, and that's me done. So yeah, no, we don't do mirrors on the wall. But yeah, Catherine, I completely get that. It's very relaxing being able to just sit and chatter away online. I like that, and I think that there's a lot of people do as well. But I think as well, having the option to go and come and visit if you want to is a good thing. And if you don't, no loss. You know, you've not lost anything. Everyone's still going to be here. Everyone's still going to be chattering to you. There's no mandatory, oh, where were you last week? Nobody knows whether to expect you or not. Unless you tell me if you're in person that you're supposed to be there and you're not, then I might be a bit worried and I might message you, but that's as far as it goes. You know, so yeah. So that's my cunning new plan to try and expand without sort of changing what Prime of Midlife's all about, because I love Prime of Midlife. I really, really do. And I still intend to be prepping. I mean, even when I went shopping today, somebody had said, "You said you didn't need to go shopping. What are you like?" Yeah, that's the best time to go shopping for me. I don't need anything. So what I buy is I buy whatever's reduced that I will use. Like today we had the chicken Kievs and the mince. And then I got like my sugar for the preps to add to the store. I got my butter to add to the store. So that's not something I want to change, but I think the social welcome will be different. So yeah, that's the plan. Next year we have mirrors. I've done that. Funny and proper, nice little channel. Good luck. Thank you, James. Much appreciated. No mirror. Need to see how I'm put together. I know I've gone south literally. You and me both, Catherine. Yeah, definitely not required at all. So yes, that's been my thing. So poor Patrick, John, and Anne have literally been machine gunned with ideas as I've gone bang, 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 bang. And they've just had to put up with that. Slinky, that is exactly what I'm doing now. I didn't when I started. I spent a fortune when I started. I still have some of the stuff from when I started. Luckily, I got Mylar bags so that it stays. But now I am very much like today, getting a bit of this, getting some extra tuna because we've used a couple of tins. So I'll buy 4 because we've used 2. So that means we're using it. We're actually using the tuna. So if we've used 2 already, we're probably going to use the other 2 soon. So let's just buy a 4-pack. That, as I say, was almost £1 cheaper than the John West. Tinned ghee. Yep, Moira, I have that. I got tinned ghee as well because it had the long shelf life. I even made myself some ghee as well. But yeah, as I say, like sugar needs to go in the tub. The stuff, etc. Only keep a stash of what I eat. Yeah, Claire, I do that too now. However, when I first started prepping, I did not. Cluster Bungle, yeah, worked out what you do and what you don't use. Yeah, that took me a while. So we're still getting through it. Pots and compost for the garden. You now have good plan, Caroline. Ghee is a clarified butter, Slinky. Basically, when I made it, what you do is you heat it up, and all the milk solids sort of solidify, and then you've just got the clear golden stuff, which is really good. So yeah, that's what ghee is, and it's basically like vegetable oil, but proper. It's made with butter. So yeah, I don't know. It's basically clarified butter, but it's really good for cooking. So yeah, did that when I retired. My work brain was lots of productivity for different parts of my life. Yeah, that seems to be what mine's doing just now, Catherine. Connect on the YouTube channel after this live. Thank you, Avril. Ghee liquid of butter clarifies, yeah. Yeah, Slinky, I hadn't heard of it until I started prepping. And as Helen has just said there, much healthier than seed oils. So I got ghee because it had a long shelf life, and then I learned how to make it in case I got a whole lot of butter, which I did a few times, but butter hasn't been on the reduced shelf very often recently, have to say. So yeah, doing things like that, building up the stores, and I think anyone who started prepping big style when they first started going, I'm going to get this. I'll get everything that everybody says is any good and it's got long shelf life. I'm going to get that. And you buy loads and loads of stuff, and then you realize what you don't eat. And after a couple of years of sorting yourself out, finding what you do eat, finding what you don't eat, then you start doing exactly as we've said. There's a few of us said now, is we go and we get little bits of this and little bits of that, and we add another one on, like the pasta. I mean, I don't need pasta. I have plenty pasta in the Mylar bags. I am not opening them just now. I am still able to buy it. So it's in Mylar bags and with oxygen absorbers, so they're staying closed. When I came back from holiday, there was 2 packs of pasta in the cupboard. Pretty sure there was 3 before I went. So I just got another one while I was in the shop today. So that's my pasta rejuvenated. That's my tuna rejuvenated. My bilk rejuvenated. So yeah, that's what we do. Oh, Lana, yeah, I like making my own butter as well, but they will not reduce the cream here. I have yet to find reduced cream in about the past year, I think. And if you pay full price, it's a lot more expensive than buying the butter. So I'm just with it. No, we'll wait until I find a way of getting cheap cream. Claire, corned beef. That's why I keep the Grant's pulled pork, beef ribs, etc. Yeah, Claire, I never was a fussy eater. As you can verify from my earlier shopping videos, some of the rubbish that I ate was quite impressive. But now I have changed what I eat, and I find I have difficulty with processed or ultra processed food. Try making ghee. The price of olive oil is just ridiculous. Yeah, Slinky, I have not bought olive oil for ages. I have bought vegetable oil because I used to buy rapeseed oil thinking that it was the nicer one. It turns out it's not, because vegetable oil is just rapeseed oil. It says it on the label. And I use that mainly for the making of mayonnaise and stuff. Okay, does anyone know, can you make mayonnaise using ghee instead of oils? Don't know how it works. Need to go and find that out. But yeah, I haven't bought olive oil in ages because the price was ridiculous. I remember when they first said that there was going to be a problem with the oils when the thing in Ukraine started, and I remember going into Tesco's, and oh my goodness, just watching the oil prices go up. They just went up and up and up. It was quite terrifying. So yeah, I had a stash. I now need to start building again, but I have the ghee rather than the seed oils. Avocado oil is good for meal. Ooh. I have coconut oil as well, Lana. Ooh, £9 a bottle. That's a bit ridiculous, is it not? They're taking a mick. Yeah, no, definitely. It's time. They're charging you £9 a bottle for stuff to fry stuff in. Really? No. That's not needed. That's just profiteering. Has to be. A bottle that size? No, definitely not. So, yeah, we're not impressed with that at all. Flavour would be buttery mayo. You see, that's what I'm thinking. Does coconut oil taste the food you're cooking? Kim, every time I've used it, it has not tasted the food. I have not tasted coconut when I've used coconut oil. Put my oil in the spray bottle, use much less. Tracy, Patrick's sister-in-law did that. She said she saved a lot by putting it in a spray bottle. Another reason to stay at home is everything is so expensive. Oh man, Willow. So let's just say that we went out one night on holiday. Now we did it one night. Anne and I went to go and play the bingo. And before we did, we thought, well, we'll go to the clubhouse and we'll have dinner. And I had a large drink with a dash, well, with 2 dashes, blah blah blah. And it was a tenner. Now last year, or possibly the year before, no, last year was it? It was £8. It was now a tenner. I nearly had heart failure. So that was the only drink I had that night because no. Oh, Slinky, don't even start me. Have we seen Freddo bars? Really? Just no. Not allowed. Bear with me. It has started raining. Still no sound. Why have I still got no sound? Okay. Can you please go into the drawer of many cables and just bring me all the black cables? Oh, wait a minute, I'm back. Oh, okay. There you go. I was good until I moved the mic. Yeah, I think this mic is very sensitive. And when I took the mic off to see about letting the cat in. It didn't get on very well. So don't be rude.
Hi. And bye. I'm going back upstairs to my bed.
Yeah. She was
On
up at
an early shift again tomorrow.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Oh, jolly, she's actually going to be up before me.
Yeah, I've got to do 1 and then 2 as well.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Yep, Catherine, I used to do that. It was like, you know, if we went out, we were kind of half nice. We did always leave tips, etc. But now it's getting too expensive. Sandra, good evening from Rhyl in North Wales. Is it cold in Scotland yet? Yes. Yes, it is cold. Yes, we put the wood burner on today. Yeah, definitely getting cold here. Now, Sandra, if you've never done this before, I'm not sure if you would know that is my daughter Kathleen that you just saw behind me with the pinky reddy hair thing. She had come down to let the cat in because the cat was out in the wet. Well, Anne Roberts, I am glad you are thinking it's not too cold in Scotland. Anne Roberts would be the sister-in-law who I've just been on holiday with, who is like, it's not too cold in Scotland. I think it's Baltic. I had the wood burner on. So, yeah. I think it's cold in this bit. Anne is further south. Sandra, you're in Rhyl in Wales. How is it down there? Have you had the heating on yet? Because, oh my goodness, I do. No, Willow, Anne lives down Glasgow way somewhere. It's a small village outside Glasgow. That's the best I can do at the moment. Oh, and you've been watching the channel for a while. Thank you, Sandra. That's very kind of you. Slinky had the heating on twice this week. Yeah, that's what I have done. Does Anne live in a less rural place than you? Not really, Willow. Anne's pretty much the same as me. Small village, rural. Bless. Catherine, you're going to put on aircon. Yvette, you're on 100 degrees as well. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I am definitely... I'm better in cold weather. Okay, and sitting here in a vest top. I've got the long sleeve top on and I've had the heating on. Goodness sakes. Oh, dear. Is Anne Partwolf. Slept with my gloves on. Yep. I have slept with the wrist warmers on before. It's amazing because that's really what we're going to be looking at just now. You know, it's getting the warmer stuff. I know that Kathleen has, bless her, while I was away, the weather sort of turned and got quite cold. So Kathleen went to find warmer clothing, warmer jacket, because obviously Mum has warmer jackets. And she found a jacket I bought about 20 years ago. And I had put on weight, so I hadn't used it. So she's put it back on. And she's like, this is great. I've got this jacket and it's cozy and it's warm. It's mine now. I'm like, okay. So she's got that jacket. I've got one of Dad's. We're looking at the socks. We're looking at the layers, etc., etc. So yeah, this is the time for the women. You know, we get everything done. Hi from Cornwall. Shimmerwich, yes, you can hear. Yes, see, there's definitely a delay in this thing somewhere. Some days it's been wet, my heating's on for now in the morning. Miss the worst of the weather. No. Yeah, see, we've had the heating on. Sandra, I get that because there's a few days when I've had the electric heater on in the morning. No heating in a t-shirt in Fulham. Just shows you the difference in the UK. Just, one end of the country to the other can have a huge difference on what you're doing, what you're needing, etc., etc. Yeah, cluster bungalow clothes from previous generations are much better quality. I have to say, I couldn't possibly answer that truthfully just now because Kathleen's wearing a jacket that's 20-year-old, that's mine. I've got a jacket that's probably 15-year-old, that was my father's. The coats that I wear, the big long coats, the winter coats, they're also minimum a 10-year-old. So yeah, we don't actually have coats like outerwear that are new. It's all ones that we've had for a while. Oh, Willows. The difference in the weather can be as small as if you're at the top or the bottom of a hill. That is so funny. I worked in a big place up the road. Now it's 3 miles away from here, and as I've said before, the 3 miles was measured by the schools, because Kat had to go there for school, and she wasn't allowed. They didn't pay for the bus because it wasn't over 3 miles, and it is slightly up a hill. It's not that you have to drive up a big hill, but it does sort of generally slope up the way. And I walked out of here in a suit with my boots on, not big tackety boots, just normal low-heeled boots. I was working in an office. When I got to my place of work, there was 3 foot of snow. At my home, there had been wet pavements. 3 miles away, there was 3 foot of snow. The whole place was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it doesn't take long. Electric blanket, I don't have a under blanket, Catherine. Patrick does, and it's really, really good. I have the over blanket, which I haven't put on the bed as yet because the cat normally sleeps on the bed, so I don't want her sleeping on the blankie, on a heated blanket. Slinky, yeah. Some mum says anyone got a heated blanket, it'll set it on fire. Yeah, when I was a kid, Slinky, probably it would have gone on fire. Not nowadays. Yeah, you see, I seem to be like your husband. I'm the one that's always under an electric blanket. To my long 2-litre Warmly's hot water bottles. Those hot water bottles are good. I have hot water bottles. I actually used one just the week before I went on holiday. The difference between your friend's flat and between your flat and your friend's house, yeah, it is. A couple of miles can make a huge, huge difference weather-wise. Shimmer Rich from Cornwall. So you obviously will have things a bit warmer at the moment. Weighted blanket. Now, Cluster, I have acquired one of them, but I haven't used it yet. The what? Okay, my child is obviously in the room above. She's loving the cat who's in my bedroom, which is the room above, and our wood stove burner, the flue goes straight up through, so she can hear everything I'm saying and I can hear everything she's saying. So weighted blanket is seemingly an 8-kilogram one, but I have not used that as yet. Roisin, 14 in the living room, pouring outside, and I'm wrapped up with a big woolly jumper. Sounds like a plan. Bridget, back again. Good evening. Really enjoying the hot water. I might start collecting them. Yeah, Willow, I have the Highland sheep one and I have a sloth one. James, yes, I don't have the dog. I have the cat. The cat sleeps with me. And the dog sleeps with Kathleen. Because, oh, Cornwall's freezing. That's not good. We don't like that. Although I think you've got weather warnings coming in, Bridget. Preheat. Okay, so looking like weighted blankets are quite a good plan. Oh, vintage hot water bottle cover from the 60s. End of the road was dry and the other one was raining. Yeah, we had that, Sandra. We were actually sitting in Witherspoons in Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow, and where we were, the Witherspoons had a door in the middle, and a big load of windows at that side, and a big load of windows at that side, and we were sort of sitting in the middle-ish. And this window had rain, and that window had no rain, and we were actually sitting commenting for ages with the. You seen that? Look, it's raining there, and it's not raining there. Yep, and that's Kathleen shouting that she remembers moving rain coming back from Aberdeen. So yeah, it's quite fascinating if you're in the middle of it. It's quite fun to watch. I remember running home from school down the last like 100 yards, and I could hear the rain behind me in the trees in the park, and I went firing down, and just beat it into the house. So yeah, science and weighted blanket is the same as hugging yourself or somebody else. Forces your body to push out endorphins to calm you. Okay, so we'll maybe need to be careful about the science of the hugging yourself, because I don't like that. I am stay away from me. Patrick's about the only one allowed to come near me at the moment, or Kathleen. Rainwall is very, very cool, Catherine, and very, very strange. Put on warm clothes in the morning. Yeah, I don't have any radiators, Claire. I take them into bed with me and warm them up in the bed. Didn't even think it made so much sense. I saw Paisley. And yep, that's just exactly what Catherine was saying. They're good for anxiety. It's like giving yourself a hug. Let me know if you want to try it. You can be first to try the one we've got here. I'll bring it down to you. So yeah. Now we're almost at the end of time. I am about to go and shut this down. Does anyone want to know anything before I shut down for the evening? Just in case. Also, please do, if you haven't already, please do click the thumbs up button. That would be great. Rained on one side of the main road and bone dry on the other. Yeah. So weird with the rain sometimes. Oh, Slinky, thank you, darling. That's very kind of you. I feel sorry for the Game Boy, though. Game Boy, did I just get that wrong? Or did I actually get something right? Willow, the new channel is called Social Welcome. But I would say either get the link in the comments here or go to the Facebook page, Social Welcome, to get the link, because it's really, I haven't found the link doing a search on YouTube yet. So, yeah. Okay, that's definitely not a Game Boy. I'm sorry. I didn't. Kathleen would have known what that looked like. Kim, thank you for joining us for your first live. Much appreciated. Yeah, Bridget, it's not a new channel, it's an additional channel. So it's in addition to this one. I go back to the beginning of the video and I talk about it there. So I'm going to go and sign off now, guys. So have a fabulous night and I will catch you later.